Hello and welcome to this special. I'm Vikram Thapa, and the film that is releasing on the 18th of December is Dilwale. I'm excited, you guys are excited, and with me are the two iconic actors of our industry, Shah Rukh-Khan and Kajol.
Thank you, Vikram. Thank you.
My first question to you is that, I saw the making of Geruva. I've already asked him this thing off camera. It looked like it was shot in green screen, which you shot everywhere in the world, as you just said. But did you think that a place like this existed?
No, not at all actually. We were planning to shoot the song somewhere in the hills of Bulgaria first. Okay. Then we looked at Turkey, even China. But what came across is a friend of mine, and then some people suggested Iceland.
Yeah.
So we got some imagery, and we also just thought, these are photographs which National Geographic mein hoti na, asli jagah waisi nahi hoti. Photo badi achhi hoti. And so
they take him at that time of the night. And
yeah, तो हमारे को ऐसा दिखेगा नहीं, ऐसी photo ऐसे थोड़ी ना होती कोई जगह यार. And then Kareem and Rohit, I think, went ahead 4 or 5 days before and saw. And they sent us some pictures of Farah. I think it was very, very, how do you say, downcast. It was all grey.
Cloudy.
Cloudy, it was raining. So the places look beautiful, but not like the pictures. And then Kareem said, it's very beautiful, only the sun has to come out. Yeah. By the time he said this, there was no go. We were on the plane. Yeah. And when we landed, it was raining. But fortunately, the day onwards, the sun came out.
In fact, the first day that we were there, we went and shot outside a rainbow. And I was like, oh my God, we're so lucky. We're shooting against this awesome rainbow. And we saw 3 rainbows over there itself.
Place.
In the same place, we saw like 3 rainbows constantly. 24 hours a day, there's a rainbow. I mean, not 24, 12 hours a day, there's a rainbow. 12 hours, there's no sun.
So 3 rainbows at the same time. And it's a beautiful place. And the sun came out and it started looking as beautiful as it looks in pictures.
I know this is the second question. I'm going to get out of the film for a bit. And I saw you on IHOP. I mean, how are you? What is your knee okay? Because the last time I met you, there was something wrong with the knee.
Yeah, I have a broken patella, which I need to take care of. It's a long-term thing. It's not a short-term thing. But I have to finish my films. These 2 are finished, Fan and Dilwale. Raisa, inshallah, I'll finish by Feb. Then look at it. And yes, I use it as like a cool wheelchair now. Because if I walk, it really hurts. Climb up steps and whatever. So I got it in Bulgaria actually, the IHOP. I'd gone to LA to drop my kids to see the colleges, and I saw Justin Bieber on it. Okay. And I found it really cool. So I got it, and I didn't realize it's going to come so handy. Because I really don't have to walk now. I just stand on it and push and move around and stuff. And we did a song also on it. Tukur Tukur song is done on that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it'll come out in a week or so, yeah. It's quite nice.
It really looks cool.
But tell me, I mean, is he like, does he remain like a kid at heart? Because I saw the making of that Geruva song, and there he is doing like those handstands with a man.
Ridiculous.
With the patella not
don't
working.
You think? I mean, what do you think? What do you expect him to do? A knee stand with a broken patella?
Yeah, so
exactly. So you do a handstand. Standing is the problem, not a handstand.
I wanted to do the whole song upside down, but then they said, "बहुत ज़्यादा over the top लगेगा यार, overdone लगेगा, Shah Rukh, don't do it."
We saw the making of the action sequences that you guys did. I mean, some of them was like death-defying, And Rohit hasn't been too happy about how people, are making fun of, "Sir, आप तो गाड़ी उड़ाते रहते हैं." That's the question. Do you think? Do you feel that Rohit has to actually come out and show people that, boss, this is what we usually do, Kajol, Shah Rukh?
I think somewhere down the line he's done about 10 films currently, and somewhere down the line I think he wanted to show them how much of work there actually is in making a film, and that it is not as easy as everybody makes it sound. Because I think everybody was like, oh, आप तो गाड़ियाँ उड़ाते ही रहते हो. He's like, it's not मैं गाड़ियाँ उड़ाते ही रहता हूँ. अगर आप सोचते हो कि मैं गाड़ियाँ उड़ाता हूँ, तो इसके पीछे इतना सारा काम है, इतने सारे लोग हैं.
Film stars have this whole way of being self-deprecating and making fun of things. For years people will say, oh, वो तो हाथ ही ऐसा करता रहता है. तू कर ले. इससे अच्छा कर सकता कर ले आज मैं तो I'll tell everybody only you doing the romantic. You do it? Can you do it? वही होगा यार, वो गाना होगा, वही ऐसी fight होगी. So you do it now, please यार. If it's so damn easy, do it. And when it comes to stunts, believe you me, and we've been there for 20 years. Her husband is one of the finest action actors. Her
father-in-law
is the pioneer of action. All these people have learned, and they've all suffered. Huh? I mean, the injuries these guys have, I mean, I don't know, we are supposed to do, Ajay, and I'm not even an action hero, I have, and Ajay has got 10 times more. Her father-in-law, I mean, I know a lot of actors and a lot of people who work behind the scenes.
And a lot of these fighters.
Fighters, yeah, like the guy who's working with us, his hands are burnt from the last film that we did. There's another guy who can't taste food anymore because he's hurt. There's one person who's been in bed for 35 days straight with his spine hurt. And they come back, and they fight, and they make us look good here. I mean, at the end of it all, when the car topples over and I come out, I'm not toppling inside the damn car. I'm only coming out of it. And sometimes when I'm learning the stuff, like I've done the 360 turn, 3 of them are sitting inside, and I know if it goes wrong, they'll save me and put their life on the line.
Yeah.
You know, so all these people never, and we get out, we love them, we have a lot of respect for them. I was just thinking, you know, guy, the guy who's actually flying in that car doing 8.5 turns, landing, and the car is smashed to pieces. Imagine him listening to the same interview. You realize how scared I was all night?
That's my entire life.
My whole life, my children were waiting, my wife didn't know if I'd come back home, and I got just an X amount of money, and that's not the point. The point is, I did so much, and I did one of the best stunts. You know that those in stunt language, that's 7.5 turns, which is just half short than a world record actually. And they think of these things, you know, when it turns in the air, So he's like, I nearly made it, and I put my life on the line. I go, an action sequence is not done, or a song is not done, or a scene is not done. Just like that. You've got to see that, you know, apart from the monies, the production, the life's online. And, you know, before you make that comment, you should also perhaps, now it's on YouTube, go and check it. It's everywhere. You can actually research on Google and find out what it takes to do a stunt. You know, it takes like 48 hours to set up that car, and it can go completely wrong. I've seen some go wrong, okay, in my career.
It's literally like a technical aspect. 45 degrees, the ad thing has to be at the correct angle. The car has to be at that particular speed, how much it will turn. They're actually sitting and doing like a calculation as to what exactly will happen.
And then there are cameramen sitting, waiting right next to it, because if it goes wrong, it can land on them. So it's a lot of work here. And I think, forget everything else. It's part of media literacy. See it, appreciate it. For the kids who are watching this, know if you're going to be filmmakers or part of films, is that much work.
You guys have made such brilliant films together. You know, when people talk about love, they talk about the two of you. Especially when you're a romantic couple like this. Were there ever any rumors in the media saying that, you know, Shah Rukh and Kajol are probably seeing each other or stuff like that? Or is it?
No, that was easier because I'm gay, she's a lesbian. So it was just taken care of.
I don't think Jay will appreciate being called a chick, but what the hell?
You didn't know this? You didn't? Oh my God. Oh. Ajay, you joined later now.
I joined later.
Everyone knows that. Yeah. So.
What else to ask you guys on your chemistry? They've asked you everything. They've asked you everything.
And now imagine the chemistry. Now it's like doubly hard to understand it, right?
Okay, you've been talking about how, you know, I was talking to Varun and Kriti before this, and they spoke about how they learned so much from you. What is it that the two of you learned from the newer generation, or these two kids?
Honestly,
how
to work them.
How to send them for work. Jao, pani leke aao, chai leke aao. No, but they are extremely conscious. I think they're more aware of the medium than we were.
Yeah, exactly.
And we are not some, you know, like from an old generation. We are kids of 90s. We are cool too. And educated. But these guys are more aware, the management, the system, the PR work. They're more organized in dealing with this business. I remember when
they already see themselves as brands. I think that's one thing that I always find absolutely amazing about them.
Yeah, they're building that around already around themselves. I'm like this, I'm this, I've got this part to do. I think
and I've got to go here, I've got to do this. It's very like...
When her first film released, I don't think she knew bekhudi ho gaya. Mera picture, mujhe pata nahi tha, main shooting kar leke hit ho gayi. And then we just kept on doing it. And of course, now we understand all that. Too late for us maybe to change our ways. But I think they are very conscientious.
Despite that, it took us a long time. It took me a hell of a long time to even understand and figure it out. Not in relation to myself also, as in relation to somebody else as well. I was like, it took me a really long time to understand that.
And
I think he was one of the first people actually who understood it and started brand building, if I'm not mistaken, in the film industry.
I also didn't build it up because I understood it. I just did it because I would do everything. I was like that. So then it just got built. And I think, but very conscientious, very professional, very professional. We are still like, if
they work much harder than us.
If Adi and Karan, Rohit have to work with us, you can see this. Yaar, shoot kar lo yaar, please yaar. Chalo yaar, kar lo na, abhi tum kitna haste rahoge, mazak karte. Scene kar le. Scene kar le. We are very unprofessional like that. But I mean, we do it lovingly, not out of disrespect.